Imagine waking up to find Facebook, the social network with billions of users, suddenly gone. One glitch, one crash, one chaotic moment that nearly brought the tech giant to its knees. In this video, we uncover the untold story of how Facebook came terrifyingly close to total collapse and what miraculously saved it at the last possible second. Get ready, because this isn't just a story about code and servers, it's a story about power, pressure, and the billion-dollar decisions made behind closed doors. Welcome to Lean On Me, where life's challenges meet wisdom and growth. You've just taken a step toward a more balanced and fulfilled life. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always plugged into fresh insights and inspiration. Together, we're transforming chaos into clarity, one conversation at a time. Want to help spread the love? Share these videos with those who matter most to you, and let's light up the world with wisdom and positivity. Thanks for being here. What if I told you the social media giant that connected billions was just one glitch away from total collapse? Yes, Facebook, or as it's now known, Meta, came dangerously close to disappearing. Forever. And the wildest part? Most people didn't even notice. But what caused this near-death experience? Who saved it? And why your own struggles might not be so different from theirs. Stick around, because what you're about to hear could change the way you see failure, technology, and yourself. Facebook was born in a dorm room in 2004. We all know that part. The hoodie, the Harvard legend, the social network that took over the world. At one point, Facebook was the internet for many people. Grandmas were poking people. Teens were tagging embarrassing photos. Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire in his 20s. And let's be honest, we all stalked our crushes at least once, or 10 times. It's okay, safe space here. But success breeds comfort, and comfort breeds mistakes. In 2018, Facebook's darkest secret exploded into the spotlight, the Cambridge Analytica scandal. A shady third-party app had quietly siphoned off the personal data of 87 million users, all without permission. Imagine handing your phone to a stranger for directions, and they walk off with your photos, bank details, private messages, and even grandma's secret cookie recipe. That's how exposed people felt. Trust shattered. Governments furious. And Mark Zuckerberg hauled in front of Congress, sweating under the spotlight as the world watched Facebook's empire start to crack. By 2021, Facebook was no longer the untouchable tech giant it once was. Scandals, declining trust, and younger generations jumping ship to trendier platforms had left the company wobbling. So, Mark Zuckerberg made a desperate gamble to reinvent everything. He didn't just tweak the brand, he torched the old name and rose from the ashes as Meta, announcing a bold new mission: to build the metaverse, a fully immersive virtual world where people could live, work, play, and apparently float around as legless cartoon avatars. Zuckerberg poured billions, yes, billions, into this digital dream. Massive investments in clunky VR headsets, endless 3D renderings of empty meeting rooms, and bizarrely soulless virtual social spaces that no one actually asked for. The internet laughed, memes exploded, critics mocked it as a tech billionaire's midlife crisis. Meanwhile, Meta burned through cash like it was kindling, all in pursuit of a future that felt more sci-fi fantasy than social revolution. It was ambitious, it was risky, it weird. And most of the world? They just wanted their timeline back. Billions were sunk into virtual reality headsets, digital legless avatars, and building virtual meeting rooms no one wanted. Because clearly, what people wanted after 2 years of Zoom meetings was more meetings. But in space, investors panicked, stock prices plummeted, layoffs began. In early 2023, a core systems update triggered a critical bug. It took down Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp for nearly top 24 hours across major parts of the world. Ad revenue stopped. Stock dipped $50 billion in value overnight. Internal chaos. Engineers worked in panic mode. If the issue hadn't been patched within 36 hours, the infrastructure could have collapsed beyond quick recovery. That one glitch almost erased the backbone of their entire empire. When you're staring at the edge, whether you're a person or a trillion-dollar company, you only have two options: crash or reinvent. Meta chose reinvention. Plus one, gaming saved them. They partnered with top game developers and leaned hard into VR gaming using Oculus, now MetaQuest. Titles like Beat Saber, Resident Evil VR, and new open-world social games started gaining traction. Gamers became Meta's new loyalists. 2. Quantum computing research. Quietly, Meta invested in next-gen quantum computing to optimize their systems. This reduced energy costs and improved data processing speed, saving them millions per week. They were no longer just a social media company. They were becoming a future tech powerhouse. 3. The savior from within. Enter Andrew Bosworth, a longtime Meta executive who took over Reality Labs. While Zuck focused on vision, Bosworth led execution. He cut waste, pushed innovation, and restructured how teams worked. They stopped chasing every idea and focused on what worked. Maybe you've been there too. Laid off, rock bottom in your bank account. Everyone's questioning your every decision. You feel like that one glitch, that one mistake, defines you. But here's the truth, it doesn't. Meta was mocked, sued, nearly destroyed, and yet, they're still standing. They didn't bounce back because they were lucky. They bounced back because they adapted. They focused, and they let go of what wasn't working. So if you're in a dark place right now, financially, emotionally, mentally, remember, failure isn't final unless you stop trying. You might just be one pivot away from your biggest comeback. Meta now sits in a stronger position, not just as a social app, but as a player in AI, quantum computing, and virtual gaming. They're building a future, not chasing a past. And you can do the same. Whatever you're going through, it's temporary. That business you're building, that dream you're chasing, that version of you you're trying to become, it might look messy now, but so did Meta before they rebuilt. And hey, at least you didn't spend $10 billion on virtual legs. Facebook's near-death experience wasn't just a tech glitch. It was a brutal wake-up call that exposed how fragile even the biggest companies can be. What saved them? Crisis leadership, a daring internal move, and pure grit. So the next time you scroll through your feed, remember, Facebook didn't just survive. It stared collapse in the face and rewrote its future. That's how close they came and how hard they fought back. So ask yourself, what's your glitch? And are you ready to fix it? Or are you about to rewrite your entire story? If this inspired you, share it. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm fixing my glitch, because the world needs your comeback story too.